Well, good afternoon. Or morning. Evening. Hi. Well, this has been a bit of a kerfuffle getting started. This is my second attempt. The software decided, I'm just going to move some things around, make a new version of this everything. You won't lose anything. And lost all of my settings. Lost all of my add-ons. And just had to rejig everything, which is kind of crap. But it's done now, and I think we're kind of roughly where we were. Welcome back to the Twilight Vale. You may already as well be able to tell that my voice is kind of gone. I had one hell of a weekend performing at the Shanty Festival, and have suffered. I'm suffering because of it. So what we're going to do is we're just going to get stuck straight back in and grab these bear paws, small bushes that we're after. And we'll see if we can avoid as many of these bears as we can. Yeah, a lot of very good memories have been made. A lot of new friends have been made. A lot of opportunities have been made available, to which I am extremely excited for, as some of them will require some international travel again. Things are getting a bit serious, which is wonderful, really, really wonderful. So yes, it's been great. I hope your weekend was just as good. We are going to do as much as we can today. I think the aim was to get to at least 25 and then see realistically what happens there. Or thereafter. Not too sure what we need to do with these guys. Why are you whispering me to number one? No, thank you. Oh, that's why. Oh, hello. We'll get this guy whilst we're here. Still nice and easy, I see. That's good. I've been trying very hard not to play my alternative Warlock. Although, to be fair, I haven't really had that much time to play anything, you know. The last time I even turned my PC on was last Friday. And even that was purely for this. Or the recording of a video for Saturday. I just haven't had the time. I've been working full time. And I was supposed to be working 6 days this week, and I only managed to get today off because I had come into work with absolutely no voice, like literally nothing. Just a rasp of hot air was all that came out of my mouth when I tried to tell anybody anything. And so the boss, because he had the exact same kind of sense of humor as I do, brought up a card with things that you would normally say to someone at work, and it was laminated, so it's obviously this has happened before. And so I would point to things on this card to say, like, oh, do you need anything else? Can I help you with this? Do you need a bag? Blah, blah, blah. And it was utterly hilarious. Really, really funny. Obviously, a bit terrible for me because I had no voice and I was living off of... oh, hello. That's best, but yeah. I was just living off of lozenges for the weekend. Apart from one of the largest fish and chips that I had ever had. the good thing about shanty festivals is you'll find a lot of people who get very, very, very drunk. And in doing so, they will do things that you would think would not be something that anybody would, in their right mind, do sober. And so a good friend of mine decided to spend a sizable chunk of money. Bring the blessed herb bundle, you got it. A sizable chunk of money on a fish and chips for himself and for me, because he had seen that I had performed and thought I was brilliant. He was dressed with a long scarf, I remember that, and a sombrero, and I never really understood why. Use the bell. Get it. Oh, right, okay. Got it. Right, we don't need that. Ooh, hello. And so he was so pissed that he got one, saw me and went, "Oh my god, you're you. You know, you are, insert performer name here." And then said, let me, and then he just hands over his brand new fish and chips. And it was so good. It was so good. It was exactly what you would expect and what you'd need. It, yeah, one of the best. Right, where am I going here? Ah, here we are. Consumed. Okay, we'll hand that in. Gather a seed of the earth, a seed of the sea, and a seed of the sky, and we'll get ourselves a belt, which is a huge upgrade. Right, let's get stuck in. Do we have anything to sell, first of all? I've got a couple of greys. The panther figurine, transform into a prowling panther, undetectable to most enemies. Huh. Interesting. Very interesting. I'll pop this up here. I'll pop that over here. That's interesting. Yeah. Okay. Seed of the earth. Cheers. That was easy. So yeah. Had a wonderful, wonderful time. And yeah, very happy. It's a weird thing, I'd say, being a performer at one of these festivals, because it was for me at least, because a lot of people knew who I was. I'm not used to that. I'm very much more of a in the shadows kind of person, you know, like just, you know, I'll stick to me. And if you know me, brilliant. If you don't know me, that's not bad either. Where are we going? Oh, god damn it, I knew it. Seed of the sky. Click on the wisp. Ooh, that's not a wisp, that's a bear. So having a lot of people not only know who you are and what you do, but know, and I don't mean this in a braggy way, I'm just, it's been the way it was. They think you're quite good, basically. And it's humbling, it's weird, it is asylum level weird. That's the way I've explained it to other people. It just doesn't seem right. Use the blessed herb bundle to cleanse 7 fireball and kill the spirits of corruption, drive them mad. And for you, destroy 8 jade fire braziers. That's fine. We could do that, no worries. So we use the herbs on them, and then we take this spirit of corruption out instead. There we go. Yeah, it's been weird but humbling, and really nice. I've been blessed, really. Blessed with good friends and everyone to hang out with, and it's just a gathering of mates, really, when I think about it. It is just that, and that's what makes me want to keep doing it over and over and over again. Okay, we'll do this. Get that spirit of corruption out of it. There we go, and then we'll use the herbs on you. Nope, we need to use everything else. Do that, and then health funnel. There we go, much better. Then suck all the health out of this. Wonderful. Lovely, alright, cool, we got that. There's a Jade 5 brazier as well. Right, so, oops. Let's focus on this here, because, God, I really do hate tooting my own horn. I get very nervous and very not good with wordsy about it. Wait, what? Still corrupted? Do it again? Oh. Wow, okay. We found one that's just unlimited. A lot of corruption in this one. But we got it. We got plenty of it. I do wish there was a way in which the health funnel would go towards the pets. I think that might be something for, Demon Master, whatever it was called. Was it Demon Master? Demonology. Yeah, I don't know. The next one we really got to worry about is just activity lead explosion. Oh yes, I'm so excited for that. Right, let's keep going. There's another one over here. We can just kick the shit out of the Furbolg now, or we could just ignore them. Let the minion tank it. We'll get this for you as well. When we heal the minion back up and he's, running around us, I'm gonna try and make that a thing. Like, with Glocks, whenever he goes into stealth, I whisper, or at least when I remember to, I'll try and whisper. I'll try and do something every time he's spinning wildly, because, I don't know, it's a fun thing. Let me have fun, damn it. Kill some more of these. It's kind of lucky in the sense that we are just doing so well with our health, and all of our spells are doing just as well. I am, however, realizing now, which is good to do now and not later on, that I think my voice may not fully hold up for this episode. I will try my damnedest, but I can hear already that painful kind of twinge going on, which is not nice, I know. But I feel like with the way that I've been working over the last couple of weeks with this new job, I need to really keep to the schedule that I've kind of stuck to almost entirely for over a year now. So yeah, if I can try and stick to that, I will. And again, big apologies for not being able to do it. It is just, I get home after working until about 4, maybe 4:30. It takes me about half an hour to get back. I've then got to make food for my partner, make sure that they're okay, and a long list of adulty stuff. So it's just one of those things, which is unfortunate, but that's just life, really. Right, we'll health funnel that. Pop another one of them on. Add another thing. We'll let that go. We will do this, and then we'll suck out the rest of this health. And when he comes back, spin, 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 spin. There we go. We'll think of something more funny. I'm sure we will. Oh, hello. Sharax the Deviler. I know we're going to be back for you, mate. So we'll leave you alone. And there's another one over here, but there's also another foe there. Get that. Will not take long at all. There we go. We'll get this Jade Fire Brazier. Lovely. Now, we'll make our way back. I mentioned as well, I may have mentioned this, I'm fairly certain I have, that I've been playing a different private server at the War Within. And I have finally managed to, earlier today, get to level 70. Earlier today, you say, yeah, well, because of the festival, I have been sleeping like utter shit. I would be going to, bed at like 2 or something like that. Not by choice, just because I had so much extra stuff I needed to do at the festival. Just, blech. Not been doing well, so I've been trying to play WoW in order to, might as well do something whilst I'm doing nothing. I want you to kill Sharax the Defiler. There we go, and we'll get ourselves a Blackwood Ritual Stick, which won't be very good. We'll take the Jerified Brazier thing. Now, we did get some wrist straps. Nope, we didn't. Not yet. Not yet. Right, let's go. We'll basically go back the way we came, or at least try to. So yeah, because I've been sleeping like shit, sometimes I will just, I was up about 3-4 this morning, and nothing makes me feel better than just seeing the, the flashy yellow and, oh, you've gained a new level. Oh, you've gained a new level. Especially when it's at a time where you normally would not even consider doing what you're doing. Sounds weird, I know, but with it is just spare time until I can get my sleeping schedule back on track. You go, kick the shit out of him. There you go. Nice job. Spin, spin, spin. Ooh. I need a name for what we're doing here, because I can't just do 360 health funnel, because that just, it's a number that can change ever so often. So something about spinning, something about, I don't know. Let me know if you can think of anything funny that we can say or do in that time. Or it could be something that is just really relaxing, any kind of noises. Because that's the thing about me having a shit sleep schedule, is I'm trying fucking anything to get to sleep. Not much is working still, but but slowly but surely I'll get it back on track. Right, let's get him. Go straight past these guys. Nope. Oh fuck. Alright, hang on. Oh, never mind. Okay. We'll get this guy then first. He will not take too long. He's running over there now. That's good. We'll suck the life out of that too. Now we'll get Sharax the Defiler, which will not take at all. Health funnel, so we can give a bit of that back. And then suck him some more. There we go. And then we'll get all of our health back, and everyone's back up to full. Crack him. That should sort out them. Go back into running wild stance, and we'll basically gun it straight through. Whoa, I thought I would be able to get away with that, but that's okay. I tell you what, we'll fear you. We'll fear you. And then we'll bugger off down here. We'll just take it in turns, really. Just fearing. Go away. Fear costs a lot of mana. Holy shit, I didn't notice that. Tangor, you may have to despawn, but that's okay. Fear you. Oh, god damn it. Right, fear you. You can bugger off, but that's okay. We will... Oh, right, that's annoying me now. I'm just going to kill this guy real quick. Get all of his life essence back into me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. And then we might as well. You had all the opportunities to run away, but you didn't, so we're gonna do the exact same with you. And spin, 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 spin. Cool. Alright, we'll hand that in. We'll get out the Blackwood Ritual Stick. And that is the Consumed by Madness part of this. We only have 2 more of the storylines to go. The Devourer and the Battle for Darkshore. Once we've done that, we'll move on to the next area. Still not quite 24. Follow the path, watch the dialogue, avoid the faceless ones. They can see through your panther disguise stealth. Oh, that's what that's for. There is... yeah, I see it. There's some Mage Royal over there. Can we... We can. We will be even sneakier beakier than we thought we would be. Oh, that reminds me. For this Shanty Festival, I wrote a brand new song. And this brand new song worked quite well. I performed it twice, which isn't bad for a new song. And they got terrific feedback both times. I know it was very new the first time. The second time I kind of knew exactly what I was aiming for. What? Oh no. Oh, I see. Right. You are gonna go over there. That's it. We're fine. He despawns, and they think now they're alone. Complete the... watch your tongue. Watch your tongue, worm. You will not refer to Sog-Off the Slitherer as that thing, or you'll find yourself eating your own heart for dinner. Now back to work. Your superiors are watching from the outlook above, and they do not take kindly to idleness. This is... Yep, that is pretty shit. We will sneak into the Master's glaive using the Panther figurine spy on Twilight Hammer. Yep, sure, we'll do that. But first, it seems we need to get the Seed of the Sea. And then we'll make our way up to whatever the fuck this is. What even is that? It looks like a spine. I don't know. We'll figure that out. That is very much a do it on the day kind of thing. Right. Oh yeah, I'm remembering my tangent. So, of all the things that I've been looking for... Oh, wow, okay. To go to sleep to, I have found that World of Warcraft challenge runs are a thing. There's a few of them. I think I mentioned this last week. I might have done, but regardless, I think they're fantastic. There's a new one that I was looking into, which was so ridiculous, I just had to, just watch it. And when I did, I found that the man's voice was deeper than mine is right now, and smooth, like really, really smooth. And his whole challenge run is he is locked to only being able to attack Warlocks. I don't know why, but it's a very interesting challenge. He's stuck on WoW Classic, and he needs to get to level 60 via Murloc death only. So killing stuff with Murlocs and other such things, which to me is just really clever and really weird. Like, there's obviously the why the fuck is this a challenge? This shouldn't be a challenge. Why are we, why? And then, you know, I look at what we're doing, which is slowly leveling through old content that realistically not a lot of people are playing. And that's about it. We're doing very similar stuff. Alright, let's get to about here. Our men are almost finished unearthing Great Soggoth. Is the ritual ready? Not quite. We shall need a great many offerings of sacrifice before the herald of the old gods roam the lands again. I see. Do not worry. Like I said, our men are almost done unearthing this unearthing the slithering one. They'll make for a suitable and even voluntary sacrifice. Soggoth will rise. Oh dear. So now, this was probably not the smartest thing to do, but yeah, I didn't think of that at all, did I? Ooh. You got very lucky there. Can we get out of here before they hit me again? Ooh, here we go. Almost. It's going to be close. It's going to be... Oh, god damn. That was too close, right? I die if I fall off of here, so... Oh, I'll just make one of these real quick. Thank you. And then I will run away. And they've stopped following me, so now I'll have... God, that was... I don't know what I was thinking there, honestly. Such sausagery. Hello, sorry. Okay, so I've just got an email. There's a man who I got in contact with at the festival who says, "Hey man, do you want your own merch?" And I said, "Well, yeah, sure, why not?" And he said, "I know a guy who will hook you up." And so now I have a meeting with him later today in order to discuss merchandising, which is scary. This is what I mean. This is the terrifying bit. All right, there's the wisp shaker cord. We need that. Fashionista hand. Fantastic. All right. Test a Lifebringer sapling on any nearby healthy grizzled thistlebear, whitetail stag, or moonstalker matriarch / sire. Sure. And then we'll hand this it. There is level 24. We get 2 of the most useless. Well, I mean, okay, right. It's useless in some respects. The increased swim speed is brilliant, and the ability to breathe underwater. That's really useful. The Eye of Kilrog binds your vision to it. The eye's stealth and moves quickly, but is very fragile. So it's just, you need to look at something far away. Really, really, what's the word? I can't remember what the word is. I'm sure you've already guessed it, but it's situational. That's it. Very a situational thing. I keep thinking Unending Breath is useless because when I've been playing it on my alt, the alt Warlock is undead, so they don't have to worry about breathing underwater. So on a grizzled, it will not work on consumed, right? Not consumed, but it will work on grizzled. A deer? No, alright, let's keep looking for a normal. There's a grizzled one. So the Lifebringer sapling, we'll use it on them. You, okay. How are we doing? A devouring presence just ran out. Of course you already know that because you were watching, but if you were... There's a thing. Right. One of the... Well, pretty much all of the videos that I've been watching that have been challenge runs in some form are almost like audio descriptive. Yeah? So I would say like, oh, I'm running now into turn in the quest an ounce of prevention. I think with the new, the next set of characters, I guess, I will be doing something like this. Right. Protects large group of okay. I'll take care of the flying. You focus on the wildlife below. You got it. All right. Let's protect some wildlife. So I think audio descriptive may work better, especially when my voice is like this. Because I tend to find that the viewership on these videos stays for longer if my voice is more deep and kind of gruff and things like that. Deer. Deer. Oh, that's a big one over there. Can I get that? Oh, maybe. Yes, all 8 out of 8. Fantastic. More deer that we don't need. Oh, look at all these herbs that we can grab. That's a shame. There's some moon stalkers over there. And there. I've got 3 there, not bad. No, those are the earth totem guys. I mean, it's mean that, yeah, Malfurion's over there whipping that bad boy up. There should be some more moon stalkers around there. Where are we going? Updraft from the fires. Oh, no, I'm fine. Thank you for asking. There's another 3 down there. Another one there. Another one there. Yeah, we got them. Boom. Now we're just looking for bears. Yeah. Yeah, seriously, let me know. I'm loving the feedback that I get from these, you know. It may just be once every couple of weeks, but knowing that I'm still, you know, doing the right thing is utterly, utterly invaluable for, you know, trying to get the best content. The next thing I want to try and really work on is maybe title cards, something that looks a bit better than what I've been doing this entire time, simply because, you know, they just look like put a bit more effort in. The problem is I'm not particularly artistically minded in terms of artwork, so I was going to see if I can commission something or something like that. I don't know. It's in the works. There's a lot of things in the works. The hope is that if I'm able to gig full time, it means that I could do a 3rd character. I just, you know, if I do them during the day, for example, and then gig by night, I reckon I can really enjoy my life. Why would anyone dig up something so horrific? Oh, look at its head. It's one of the Watchers, like that. Yeah. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, that's not good. That's alright. Wait for the hippogriff to stop flying. You can't control it. Yeah, I thought that might be the case. That's okay. That's no problem at all. Sorry, that was very, very loud. It's always good after a gig to hydrate or dihydrate, as I say. Let's see, what else? Good work, Leslie. Yeah. Let us, if we need another pass. No, I think we're very, very good for now. generous, but I think we're done. So this hopefully should be finishing up on what we were just doing, that large quest in defense of Darkshore. Use the Lifebringer sapling on the shore of the shallow lake south of the Grove of the Ancients to destroy the devouring artifact and its guardian. You got it, and we've been given the Lifebringer sapling, which is even better. Ooh, and there's some Briar's Thorn that we can grab as well, even better. I knew I was at some point going to have to research herbalism and try and figure out how they work together, and I have not made good on my promise, and I apologize. Disrupt the artifact. There we go. Bubble, bubble, bubble. Yolath the Devourer. Let's get our guy out. Oh, shit, the bed. Quick as you can. Right, so this one is going to take a couple. But very easily done. There we go. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Boom, down in 2. We will nick what he had, which was 3 linen cloth. Oh, how nice. And then we'll go hand this back in. Yeah. Everything's... I don't know. I'm trying to think of things to say in general that aren't just, everything's going good in my life, and I hope it's really going good in yours, because I know how that may sound to other people. There we go. Nice, the Devourer is done. We just need the battle for Darkshore, which is what we're going to do now. Turn in. Yes, we're going to go down to where we saw earlier, which will be a cluster of tightly bound quest givers around the corner. We'll go to them now. At 25, what are our next spells, actually? 26, we get Unstable Affliction, which refunds a soul shard if the target dies. Which may be often. So we'll be topped up on soul shards, but that's no real difference to us. That's a 26. You can summon a succubus, which is good for pulling the attention of humanoids. Though I know in the new version, because I did test out a Warlock to see what they were like in the newest version of WoW, it's succubi, it's male and female versions of succubus, which is a cool little addition. It's not something they had to do, but it's something they did, and that's really cool. Right, we'll hand this in. We'll get both of these. You want us to kill any? The combination of Grey Mist Oracles or Grey Mist Refugees squatting in Rem Travel Excavation. Return to Larian at the Grove of the Ancients with the information you've obtained. We can do. You want me to get... Escort the confused prospector Rem Travel to his missing journal. Talk to junior archaeologist Ferd at the dig site when you're done. Dig site? We may be able to do something with that. Find a mud-crusted ancient disc. Okay. Watch him. Ready? Let's move. Okay. So we have got... Where is it? Our professions. We've got archaeology as well. So that's something. I'll pop that up there as well because that's probably going to be useful. We will get these guys. I'm hoping at some point as well we can get like some stuns or something. I know it's mostly... Ooh, sugar. It's mostly supposed to be demonology that does that. I'm fairly certain. We will bang, 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 and let Tagore do that whilst we carry on. We'll give you a little bit more health. There we go. We'll add another one of these. And pop that back on again. The ruins you see here are identical to the ones I dug a few months ago. They're flooded. Oh, how curious. Yes, right. You get them. We'll suck the life out of you. This Tidecrawler was yellow. I don't know why it went for us. We'll leave that. We don't need them. We're going to literally just keep going around with this guy and try not to get him killed. Actually, you know what I am trying very hard not to do right now is just burst into song. Because I've spent all weekend just, you know, being able to go any pub, any venue, anywhere, and just there's someone singing, you know. It's very interesting, but it is such a good life. It's such a good life to do, you know. You can hear singing and go, oh, you know, I know that song. It's a lot of people were telling me that they're glad that the younger generation are doing this, which made me feel brilliant because they still regard me as a younger generation. I'm 32 years old. I don't know whether or not I've mentioned that already. However, to me, the younger generation is anybody born from 2000 onwards. We're almost there. Who's your face? The camp where I left my notes is just around the corner. We are literally, I swear, we're going to go in a fucking circle and go straight back to it, aren't we? We are, oh, look, it's that, oh, you son of a bitch. Prospect of REM travel is such a piece of shit. We'll just do a lap around the fucking excavation site, shall we? What an absolute dingleberry. By the 3 hammers, will you look at that more? Okay, this guy's got some serious fucking memory issues. That's it, isn't it? I could see it. That's his notes. These ruins I just found are identical to the ones I just left. It's the find of a lifetime. You big duffer, these are the same ruins you're wandering in circles again. And look, nonsense, see? My journal's right here. Oh, I want to strangle the lad. Oh, God. What do you make of this, Third? There we go. Right, we'll hand that in. We'll get the gloves, which are very lightly worse. In what way? We get 1 extra armor and 1 extra stamina if we stick... No, if we switch out. Right? Hang on. Let's have a look. So, we currently have a pair of cloth gloves that have 4 armor, 3 intellect, and 4 stamina. We have the ability to switch it out with some more cloth gloves, which are a higher item level, 1 plus armor, the same amount of intellect, and 1 plus stamina. Why is that a downgrade? Fucking Jesus. And then putting these back on are a downgrade in itself, so whatever. I think we were just a little bit bugged out. I think I just ate a raw frog. I didn't mean to do that. Right, let's go and get these things then, shall we? I'll also see about... Oh, that's his pet. No, we do need to kill that anyway. I'll see about us doing some archaeology here. Survey the archaeology within a dig site. Each survey will direct you closer to the location of the fragments, which does sound very similar to what we're going to be doing here. I've never done archaeology before. I said I was going to look into it, never did. Again, busy boy. But if I do this, you can't use that here. We're on a dig site. Oh, I tell you what I can do. I'll use my unending breath so we can go a little faster. And we don't have to breathe underwater. So how's about that? Something that I said may be fucking useless last week actually turned out to be useful. What a cool concept. There we go. We'll get that refugee out of here. We'll siphon some health to you. There you go. Right. How about now? Nope. Still on a dig site, but apparently can't use it. Well, there's the mud-encrusted ancient disc. Now we just need to kick the shit out of the Murlocs that are around here. And that should be no problem at all. There we go. Look at that. That's actually pretty cool. Ooh, shadow gem there as well. That was nice. Nice little pickup. I know I'm going to use a lot of these soon. I just don't know what for. I might have, well, in fact, I will have a look at this. I found, I don't know how I managed to find the Legion guide for the rogue. It was just a video that I've been watching. Obviously it was uploaded back when Legion was new, so it was just kind of present information, which would obviously make sense for what we're doing. We just need to put in the version of Legion that we're on, which now I know has changed. And just kind of go, hey, look, we need a Affliction Warlock guide. Annoying. Oh, actually, you know what would work? You may have heard of this already, and you may have used this already yourselves, but the Wayback Machine. Let's see. Collect 5 pieces of salvageable grey mist wreckage from along the shore and in the water near the REM travel excavation. And you, Swamp Secrets, there's your mud-encrusted disc. Use the buried artifact detector on the beach near REM travel excavation site to locate 5 ancient device fragments. Combine them to create an ancient slotted device. And we'll get an unidentified cooking utensil to be held in the offhand. But if I pop it on with the wand... look. If you replace this item, the following stat changes will occur. With the Blackwood ritual stick that's equipped in your main hand, we'll do a little less damage, but we'll do a little more intellect, less crit strike. Very interesting. I had not seen that before. We didn't have that in Mist, did we? No. Yeah, that's good. I like that. Okay, use the... Sweet. And again, I can't survey because I can't use that here. That's a shame, but no matter. Right, the Wayback Machine. That was what I was going to go for. The Wayback Machine would basically say, here's a guide for an Affliction Warlock that someone has made some form of save of in its time. You know, someone saves the web address. That would mean that if we go back far enough to the patch version that we are on with Legion, we may be able to find a Icy Veins guide. Now, the Icy Veins guides were what I was basically living with for finding the best stuff before I knew what Zygor was. I think Zygor it's really only supposed to be a quest helper, but it does a lot of other things, like it's got an auctioneer and things like that. So it's not supposed to be helpful or as helpful. Wait, what? Shit, I'm not actually getting what I need, am I? What have I picked up? 3 broken timepieces, a corroded key. Oh shit, it's just like real metal detecting. Okay. So we need ancient device fragments that may or may not be around here. Sure. The rain's coming down again. Oh, brass button. Very nice. Okay. That's a little bit there. That's good. Oh dear, this might take us a while. Piles of wood on the ground. Wooden boards floating in the water around the area. No problem. There's another one there. Oh, we've got 2. 1 there. There's 1. Brilliant. Okay. There's another. Oh, even better. All right. Cool. 1 just in front, and then there's another bit of wooden salvage there. There's another 3rd one. That's good. There's the last one of that. We just need some more fragments. There we go. Give me a fragment. Yeah. Oh, there's another one over there, though. The likelihood of this one being a fragment is going to be slim, but we'll find out. What have we got? No way. Alright, cool. We will make this into a rebuilt artifact, and we will make our way back. So yeah, I think my plan is, after this, I'm going to look for the Wayback Machine, see if I can find a guide for this so that I can follow when I'm not, or before I record, or just after, so I could say, hey, look, this would probably be a good idea. Build a Murloc hovel at the site Groff mark with a flag on the nearby shore. We'll get some very good band upgrades. Yeah, sure. A lot more haste on that. Titan's Terminal. There's your thing, and there's your thing. I'll take the unidentified cooking utensil. which gives us what was that? 3 intellect, 4 stamina, and 2 avoidance. No, that's a new one. Wow, Jesus, hello. Alright, avoidance. Let's see what the artifact tells us. I knew it. It's calling up a message. Kill it, says Groff. Diagnostic. Fail. Mother? Oh my god, he's useless. The site has been compromised. The aspects must be alerted. Yeah, I imagine this would be kind of time to call home. Amazing. Prospector Rem Travel's done it again. We'll see if Ironforge can make sense of this. He had nothing to do with it. Abandoned a dig, ridiculous in my long industrious career. I've never abandoned a site, not intentionally. Misplaced a few times maybe. Who are you again? What are you doing here? Fucking hell. Yeah. I have once again gone off topic and forgotten what I was talking about. Yes, right. I will find a guide. I will see if it would recommend anything in terms of talents. Because, I mean, I know Zygor wants us to do that, and I think that would only really work if we were doing a lot of bosses, but this one works better, I think, overall, but I would like somebody else to help me with that. Contagion will be the next. Well, let's go through these, actually. Whilst I'm on the subject, Contagion, you deal 15% increased damage to target affected by your unstable affliction. Interesting. Absolute Corruption. Corruption is now permanent and deals 25% more damage. Duration reduced to 24 seconds against players. Right, okay, so we can just pop. I mean, we pop that one on first, then do that. It would change our rotation slightly, but not by a lot. And an Empowered Life Tap. Your Life Tap increases the damage dealt by 10% for 20 seconds. That is passive as well, god damn. Ooh, you know, I think it might be Absolute Corruption or Contagion between the two of them, but I will check. Summons a Demonic Circle. I need to cast it again. Teleport to location. Movement slowing effects. Sure. Horrifies an enemy target, fleeing, incapacitating you, and healing you for 20% of your maximum health. Let loose a terrifying howl, causing 5 enemies to flee in fear. Yeah, I'm thinking maybe either of these two again. Phantom Singularity. Places a Phantom Singularity above the target, which consumes the life of all enemies within 15 yards, dealing 1,512 damage over 14.5 seconds, healing you for 20% of the damage done. Now that is going to be top fucking tier. Sow the Seed. Caesar Corruption, which is here, which embeds a demon seed in the enemy target, which explode. I remember that from the newest version. Deals shower damage to all enemies and applies corruption to them. Now, if corruption is absolute, that would be a useful thing to have. Seed will detonate early if the target is hit by another detonation or takes damage by your spells. Oh, okay. That's good. Seed of Corruption, now embed a demon seed in 2 additional nearby enemies. Oh, fuck. Alright, that's also going to be very, very strong. This is the top tier thing. And Soul Harvest increases damage to your pet's damage by 20%. That's an active thing. Last 12 seconds, increased by 4 seconds for each target afflicted by your agony, up to a maximum of 36. Very interesting, okay. Demon Skin. Soul Leech. Nope, that's not it. It is here. All single target damage done by you and your minions grant you and your pet shadow shields that absorb 10% of the damage dealt for 15 seconds, up to 15% of the maximum health. Okay, that now passively recharges at a rate of 1% of maximum health every 1 second, and may now absorb up to 20% of maximum health, so that's quite good. Burning Rush. I remember this getting a little earlier in the last version, but increases your movement speed, but also damages you. Yes, I used the shit out of this to get around. It was very, very useful. I don't know why it's a talent, though. But whatever. Dark Pact sacrifices 20% of your demon's current health to shield you for 400%. If you have no demon, the health sacrificed is yours, usable while suffering from control impaired effects. I think Demon Skin straight away. If we can do Burning Rush, brilliant. If we can't, I'm not going to lose sleep. Grimoire of Supremacy. You are able to maintain control over even greater demons indefinitely, allowing you to summon a Doomguard or Infernal as a permanent pet. Interesting. Grimoire of Service. Summons a second demon which fights for you for 25 seconds and deals 100% increased damage. 1.5 minute cooldown. The demon will immediately use one of its special abilities when it's summoned. Grimoire Imp will cleanse one harmful magic effect from you. A Void Walker will taunt. Succubus will seduce. And the Fell Hunter will interrupt. How interesting. Grimoire of Sacrifice. Sacrifice your demon to gain demonic power, causing your spells to sometimes also deal 53 shadow damage to the target and other enemies within 8 yards. Last 1 hour or until you summon a demon. Now, I like... Well, it's these two, really. Again, it just seems to be a fucking... I can see why all of Zygor's ones are saying be on the left. Last one at level 100, I know it's a long, long way off. All of these are a long way off, but I'm just really interested on how we're going to do this and where it's going to go. Death's Embrace, Agony, Corruption, Unstable Affliction, Seed of Corruption, and Drained Soul deal up to 50% increased damage on targets below 35 health. Higher damage increase against lower health targets. Okay, that's all right. It means that we can just finish shit off easier, but that's about it. Siphon Life. Siphons the target's life essence, dealing 434 damage over 15 seconds and healing you for 60% of the damage done. That's not bad. That's just like this, but a bit faster. Soul Conduit. Every soul shard you spend has a 20% chance to be refunded. Now, Seed of Corruption costs a soul shard. Command demon to perform most powerful ability. Yep, that's whatever. That's fine. That will not be. It will cost that anyway. Ritual of Summoning. Soulstone. Yep. Shadow Bite. Fell Hunter Shadow Bite deals an increased damage. Okay, why just a Fell Hunter? Summon a Doomguard at level 50. Agony now ramps up to 10 stacks, even though I can get it up to 15 with talents. Unending Resolve, Hardened Skin, Slave Demon, up to 57, forcing it to do your bidding. Summon Infernal. Doomguard Infernal is a permanent pet at 70. No, that's 90. So I don't know why. Oh, right. Hang on. Doomguard for 25 seconds to assault the target with this Doom Bolts. So you can do a Doomguard and an Infernal temporarily, which will be interesting. Create a Soul Well, so everyone cries Hellstone, Skullstone, needs to really resurrect deck target. So I think the only other thing that's going to cost soul shards that we'll use in our rotation is going to be Seed of Corruption. Everything else is just going to be let it tick down. That's a very interesting way of thinking about it. So now that I've finished fucking rambling through this, I am thinking about, I know the destruction is all pretty much just, you're using Chaos Bolt. You've got a couple of, it's basically mage, it's fire mage, but you get a little bit extra help. I've never touched demonology, but I imagine that is primarily to do with the demons, as I'm sure it could, a master of demons. Yeah, fucking all right. Right. Okay. Let this. This is inside voice stuff that I need to sort out later. Pretty much. So. Oh look, they're so happy. Look, we made them a new home. Oh. Is that genuinely it? Did we just have to make them some fucking houses so they could piss off and live there instead? If that is the case, I'm going to be really intrigued. So there doesn't seem to be a way to elongate the amount of time that these are on, which is interesting. I thought because Unstable Affliction goes away so fast, we'd have to be, we'd have to find something that does better. Yeah, I'm just going to research the shit out of this, I think. A new home. How goes our new seaside condo? Brilliant. Waves of score of Murlocs stream down the beach, pouring into the hovel from all corners of the compass. Gradually, as brown knits together, what have I done? We'll get the whole digger bands. Nice. We are now going to make our way back. I realize I have just fucking rambled for the longest amount of time, and I really do apologize. I'm enjoying playing this character and, learning its foibles and everything like that. I want to be able to do really, really well with this character. And now that I know that realistically I'm only going to have to juggle 5 spells, maybe. I mean, with Seed of Corruption, as long as we get corruption on permanently, you know what? Let's have a quick look at these again. I'm thinking Absolute Corruption would be great. They're all passive, so it doesn't really matter anyway. This, I think I'm gonna go. I think I'm gonna go Demonic Circle. There's not really that much of a point for it. I'll come back to our other choices in just a second because we need to pass this on. There we go. All right, talk to Onu. Find Aros northeast of the Grove. You got it, and we'll go around here. Oh, come on, there we go. Right. Cross the bridge, right, whilst we're doing that. So I think Absolute Corruption, Demonic Circle, because fuck it all, why not? I think Sow the Seeds will work a lot better. Okay, Naga in our midst. Oh no, not the Naga. Yeah, Demon Skin, because we're Worgen. I think we got the Dark Flight. We've got this running thing that we can do almost all the time. Almost all the time. It's basically a racial mount, isn't it? Where am I going? There. Oh, Jesus. Use your eyes. There we go. Naga in our midst. Slay Warlord Rathspine inside of that. And we will take this one too. We'll get a ring. Oh, yes. Yes, we could do with the ring. Okay. Demon Skin, yeah, I think that'll work better because it will just add to a passive that we already have. Burning Rush would be okay. But we're fast enough right now that I don't think we need to worry about it. I think the Grimoire of Supremacy will trump the Grimoire of Service. Because, our demon here is only going to grow in strength as we grow. So I think that's probably going to be the better one to get because it just means they could be permanent. We can have the, a little bit of demonology, the perks of demonology with what we've got. This one at the bottom, I won't know. I will not know until we get there how many soul shards I piss away because I'm, almost constantly at 3 to 5. Siphon Life seems like a decent idea, but we're really not struggling for breath. It's probably going to have to be Death's Embrace. I don't know. It would depend. It's between those two. But yeah, that's what we're going to aim for in general. So, yeah, that's kind of what we got. That's what we're working on. Now, there's another thought that came into my head recently. Whilst I've still got all this in my mind, I might as well talk to you about it. Is Is making a SeaCaptain ASMR Discord of interest to anyone? I don't know what I would post other than here's a link to the new one that just came out. Hey, we just got the Explore Darkshore thing as well. It would be, you know, chatting about what the plans are, or, you know, it's just an information hub, I guess, would be the best way of putting it. If it is of interest, I can get that sorted within the next, like, you know, I could do it in 10 minutes. My previous work was basically living off of Discord, so yeah, I know the ins and outs, and I've had a Discord server before, but it was for when I was streaming many years ago. And if I'm honest, I didn't really utilize it as much because it was for streaming, and there was not many people, I will be honest, who were interested in it. If this is something that is of interest to everybody else, then hell, I will make one, no problem. I have no issues with making a Discord and trying to run it with some form of hey, look at that, we just hit 25. Some form of, what's the word? Professionalism, I guess. But, you know, it's just for relaxing vibes and everything like that. So, I don't know, it could go either way. There we go. Yeah, we need to figure out what that's going to be. I'm going to finish up on this. Look, we're down to 95% of it done. I reckon we can get this done. I know we're at, Jesus, we're at an hour and 7 minutes right now. We have one space in the bag. Hang on, nope, 2 spaces now. Yeah, like, oh, hang on. Nope, I replaced that. I'll replace that as well. Okay, yeah, we probably should have sold our stuff whilst we were there. No matter. Continue down the path. I'm just going to fall straight down here. These are luckily all the same, or roughly all the same at least. Even with Tangor away, I'm still dealing decent damage to him. Really, I'm only using the demon there to take the aggro. Did I do this wrong? Whatever. Ooh, I was going to say we'll kick his ass anyway, but now I'm going to get him back. There we go. Let's try that again. Yeah, corruption being constant would be good. Relics being offered to Ashara as we speak. Whatever. Stop the dust spell, yeah, and we'll get some cool bootses. We need to kill one more of these guys. We'll get this guy, and then we'll go upstairs again. Will not take long. I guess then, if I would like to know the difference in damage that we do with our first talent. Yeah, so while channeling drains soul, your damage over time effects deal 25% increased damage. So if I were, you know what, I might be able to work that out. You know what, I will spend, right, hang on. Let's do the maths here. So for this Dark Scale Siren, I'm going to put on an Unstable Affliction. It does 89 damage every 1.8 seconds. 89 damage every 1.8 seconds. I'll do it again. Then suck. It's still only doing 89 damage. Okay. It is technically a dot, but it's not really, is it? I guess maybe let's try Agony. Put Agony on that. It will go up to 6 stacks, so we'll just make it go up to 6 stacks. I'll also put Corruption on because, you know, Corruption is 25 every 1.8. And then at max stacks, 21 over 1.8. Okay, so now we do it again, and again, and now corruption is still 25. Right, let's try this again. Oh, did we run out? Okay, give us a sec. Do that. 7, 10. 4, that's 4 stacks. 5 stacks. 6 stacks. That's 21. And that is still only 21. Ooh. Now that was a good thing to do, I'd say. Because now I'd need to use Drain Soul without the talent on. While channeling Drain Soul, your damage over time effects deal 20% increased damage to the target, but now I know they don't. They do not. Oh shit. Can you get rid of these guys for me? Defend me. Thank you. Do your bidding. Yeah, we'll keep going. We'll run out of here now. That's it. Well done. Run straight past you guys. Or not. Right, we'll suck you up. That's doing 115. 115. 15 over every 0. See, this is why I think Zygore's okay in this respect, because it'll be like, this is the best one. It won't say why. And I think that is why I really loved Icy Veins. Icy Veins would lay it all out for you, and it'll be like, look, here is your 3 options. Here's a brief generalization of what they do. Here's what we would recommend for dungeons. Here's what we'd recommend for raids. Here's what we'd recommend for leveling. Kill the priestesses. You got it. We're going to go way over on this, but I want this done. But now I'm really curious, because this has always been like this, but I don't know if it's, well, it's not always been like that. Well, I don't know. Because even when, putting all these on, it doesn't go up. But does that go up? Does it just mean that that's not damage over time, though, is it? Ooh. Oh, I'm confused. Yeah, I'm definitely going to look this up. I'll pop that down as 1, and I'll pop that down as 2, 3, 4. So I know which ones I'm on about. That's good. And also, yeah, I really cannot wait for this fucking shield. It's going to be so useful. We'll grab what we've got here. Nope, that's the wrong one. Nope, that's also the wrong guy. God damn it. That's alright. Well, yeah, you can tank that, no problem. You can tank that, no problem. And we'll channel you some of that. There we go, see? No problems. It's not... Yeah, I think that's it. It's not a problem. It's not an issue. It is just... Oh, Jesus wept. Okay. Offerings prevented. Queen Ashara. Hello, my love. Who dares oppose Queen Ashara? You'll soon beg for a swift death. Now you're right. I've got more health than you. Yeah, it's over, Ashara. You and your Naga will return to the bottom of the seas where you belong. Bit... ableist. Ah, Malfurion Stormrage. I hope to keep you occupied for a little longer. It was my goal to keep you away from Hyjal while my allies attacked. It would seem I have succeeded. Oh. Uh-oh. I've no need to fight you, for it appears I've already won. You cannot stop our attack on Darkshore and save Hyjal at the same time. My sister in Christ. This is why I'm here. She's not lying. Nordistril is in danger. I must make haste and prepare for Hyjal's defense. I'll have to stay here. It's up to you to use the Horn of the Ancients to stop Stogoth's return.
I must protect the wild.
Yeah, you protect that wilds. You protect the shit out of it. Inventory's full. Ah, beans. And yeah, now we're getting stuff from customer support. There we go, fashionista. This Lady Avatar of Soggoth and the Master's Glaive. You've got it. Pop the boots on. Now we'll go through and find that crawler meat. Nobody wants that. That smells funny. That's not better. Pop that on. That's the Horn of the Ancients, even though it's nowhere. Yeah, we got. Look, I hope you don't mind that we go over here, but I want to get this squared away. I will give myself breathing as well. I know as soon as I deleted some stuff, the customer support email popped up, so I'm very sure they'll say, hey, you dropped this. I'm going to get rid of a couple of things, though, if that's okay. Broken fangs. Bear meat. Probably don't need a crawler meat. Crawls, even, sorry. Telebeam bananas. Probably not. The hands will keep the dead barnacles. Don't know why I still have them. There is some briarthorn over there that I will grab swiftly. Yeah, okay. You all gotta be out of range before you get to that, so I should be able to do this. And you will leave me the fuck alone. Continue up this path. Oh, hello. What's going on here? Right, yeah. The Master's Glaive. Follow up the path. Use the Horn of the Ancients on Avatar of Soggoth. He looks like a giant, big octopus giant. Yeah. Okay. Yep, fuck that guy off. There he is. You did a good job, mate. Well done. Have a lie down. Alright, we'll get this guy first. Oh shit, you only had that one. Okay, no problem. Right, come on. Let's kick this shit up. Wait. Use the horn on him. You do not belong in this world, foul beings. Suffer the wrath of nature. Nah, you're right, mate. You got this, Tango. I believe in you, mate. Give you a bit more health. Oh, it's being absolutely fucking swarmed by the ancients. In fact, you know what? Let's pop these back on. We'll get a couple more of these unstable afflictions going 3 at a time. There we go. Oh, look now. Ooh, we landed on us. And one shadow gem we nicked from his fucking trousers or something. I don't know. These guys are... no idea. Let's run away. Anyway. We'll make our way over to the nearest camp, which I know exactly where that would be. Yeah, they're going to kick the shit out of them some more. Brilliant. We started, if you look to our right, we started right over there a little while ago. And I reckon with this, yeah, Ashes in Ashenvale. Ooh. We're at level 25 now, so our horizons are broadened slightly by where we can go. Though Ashenvale is the next one, we should... Wait a sec. Dig sites. Right. At 25, where can we go? Stone Talon? Southern Barrens. There is a dig site down there. We've already done the Southern Barrens, haven't we? Oh, I don't know. Well, I'll deal with that at a later date. Right, for what I need to research before... Ooh, goes a bit choppy there. Before anything else happens, I need to, number one, find a guide. Number two, check talent. And number three, research late game. With Legion, it doesn't actually say when we would be there, but I can see that the item level's 110 for for certain bits and bobs. And the artifact powers and everything like that. So I really do not know what level we should be. I'll tell you what, let's go through this. Northrend, it would be Pandaria to 90. Then from 90... Deep Home doesn't say. I'm assuming 90 to 100. Alright. Hand that in. Battle for Darkshore. There it is. The Battle for Darkshore done. And then that's all of the Darkshore quests. Brilliant. Ashes in Ashen Vale, I will decline, but I will hand this one in for that Signet Ring, which has also given us Leech. That's fucking brilliant. Okay, right. Let's general goods this. Get rid of all this shit. We're up to 20 gold. We don't need that. We don't need that. We don't need that. We don't need that. We don't need that, I don't think. Hang on, I'll bring these down here. Just to confirm, we would gain 2 avoidance, lose 2 crit strike, gain 1 intelligence, and lose 0.8 damage per second. Well, we don't use the fucking thing for hitting anyway. I'll keep them here just in case. We need to figure out... oh, yeah, and herbalism. How about just fucking professions? There we go. Lovely. Jesus. We don't need that. We don't need that. We can keep them and sell these on the auction house. 4, 6, 3, 6. No, fuck off. You're not an upgrade. You can stay there. You can stay there. You can stay there. I think that is everything. Guys, thank you so very, very much for sticking with it for the entire thing. Let's see. Southern Barrens technically is the next area we can go to, but we can also start in Stone Talon Mountains. These are to 60 apparently, but we have pretty much done it, and we're at 25. We went from 15, so we've done 10 levels here. If we assume that that's the case, we'll do it every time, doing all the quests. We'll go Southern Barrens up to Duskwallow or Feralus. Though we've already done Feralus. Or all the rest of them. Jesus, I don't know. We'll figure that out next week. Not our problem right now. Thank you very much for dealing with me for all this extra time. It's been an extra long episode today. I'm still amazed I still have a voice. Thank you very much. Let me know about the feedback, which I've discussed. If you want a Discord, let me know. If we want anything else, or somewhere to go, or you want me to spec something else, shout. Let me know. Otherwise, I won't know. Take care. Stay safe. And I will see you next week. Bye-bye.